I need, and it's been a wonderful thing. So I was thinking about I write these things. They gave me this tablet computer because I got this gospel album coming out, my first one. I'm not saying I'm going gospel, but I'm doing a way lot of churches and things like that. So, but anyway, it's all good. It really is. I feel so good. The peace of mind is, boy, it's awesome. But anyway, it's wonderful. So anyway, they gave me this Kindle thing. So they told me, man, you're going to have to do a lot of Twittering and Facebook and all this stuff. So I've been trying to learn a little bit about it. But so I got to where I write these stories in it. I don't know if y'all know who Leon Russell is, but he's an old rock and roll guy. He's a member of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Anyway, I got him to sing on this new gospel album I got coming out. And so I got to where we started going out to supper, and I'd worked with him 30 years ago. He did an album and asked me to come sing on it, and I did, and we've been friends. But anyway, I kind of reconnected with him. So he likes it when I send him these stories. I'll write these stories, and they're true stories. So today, I was writing one about when I first moved to Nashville, and I tell it like it used to be, remind me of it, because I didn't move to Nashville until I was 27, and you can't do that today because that's way too old for them. And back then, they had this thing called a singles deal. So Capitol Records signed me to a singles deal for 6 singles, and that meant they put out a single on you, and if it didn't hit, they would put another one out on you, and they would allow you 6 tries, and if it didn't happen, then they would, you weren't on the label anymore. But luckily, the first one they put out was a song called Drowning in Memories. Nobody ever heard it, but it went to number 39. So it was top 40, and they called for an album. So I went in and I cut, I tell it like it used to be. It was the first one we cut, I guess. And they put it out, and it was a big hit. I wouldn't even be here if it weren't for that. But so anyway, I moved to Nashville. I was thinking back, and I got hired to sing these demo songs. A songwriter will write a song, and they'll go in and make a demo of it to play for artists and their producers to try to get it recorded. And they hired me to sing the demos. So I remember, tell it like it used to be, it might have been the very first one. And I remember walking out, it was Tree Publishing, and their building was and is on 16th Avenue, the street, Music Row. And I remember it was a sunny day, and I cut it that morning at 10 o'clock, and they were crazy about it. And they had these offices that had balconies that opened up on the 16th Avenue. I remember walking out of that place and hearing myself singing. They were playing it loud, and it was coming out of one of those offices. Man, I cried. I thought, good Lord, man, I was so happy. And then nobody cut it for a couple of years. And I got signed to Capitol Records, and it was still there, available. So I went in and cut it, and we had a great record on it. So anyway, I was writing Leon Russell loves it when I sing these stories. So I was writing one about when I first moved to Nashville, and he liked it. It was pretty good. I sent it to about 8 people. Yeah, man. You know what was funny? I came to Nashville one time. I had this band in Georgia. And we were kind of like I thought I was David Allan Coe. I saw a documentary on David Allan Coe. I came home one day. I was singing beach music at the University of Georgia. And I had 100% cotton starched white shirt, khaki pants, penny loafers, short hair, that look. I came home one day, turned on the TV, and there was this guy. It was on the public channel. It was Channel 8 in Nashville, in Athens, Georgia, where I'm from. So I was thinking, what is this? I sat there, and it was David Allan Coe talking about how he killed some guy in prison and how he moved to Nashville in a hearse and wrote his name on the side of it and parked it out in front of the Grand Ole Opry where people would see his name and all that. So I wanted to be David Allan Coe. I had a band like that, and I came to Nashville in the mid-'70s just to do some demos. I knew a boy that worked at Mel Tillis' studio, and he got us in there one night, and we recorded 5 of my early terrible songs. They were just terrible. and woke up, it was on Saturday night. I got up the next morning, it was Super Bowl Sunday, it was snowing, and I walked across the street of 16th Avenue, and I wanted to get a picture, some souvenir to prove I'd been there, and it was Capitol Records building, and there was a big sign that said Capitol Records. I posed in front of it, and I'd be doggone if I didn't sign with Capitol years later. That was pretty funny. Isn't this interesting?
It's interesting. It is interesting.
So anyway,
It is
I'll tell you
interesting.
more of my exploits maybe if I take a notion. Some of them crazy. Anyway, what we're gonna do, darling.
Sit down, I need to talk to you. Then you do what you wanna do. But just hear me through. And darling, you don't need no other guy. Now when you don't realize how much I love you. We're both tired of just hanging around. We're tired of dreaming in this sleepy town. The rest is history. And darling, go in there and pack up all your dreams. I'll have all I've ever need if you go with me. And darling, honey, I can give you everything. And I want you for my darling. Darling, let's tag it, guys. I said, I want you for my darling. Darling, one more time. Oh, I need you for my darling. Darling. So, Bud, you know what I wore over here?
Cool.
It didn't even
Too
occur
cool.
to me when I threw it into my suitcase. I wore you a Cowboy Church t-shirt. I sure did. I was gonna come out here and sing in it, but